Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Velanique. In this space, what I do is I test makeup for mature skin. I am 51 years old and I am always on the hunt for makeup that works well for this phase of my life. I found my skin concerns and my makeup needs have changed over the years, and I'm always looking for a product or a technique that will just really help me and enhance this phase of my life. So in today's video, I am going to be testing a viral 2025 foundation. This foundation is the Tir Tir foundation. It is the Tir Tir Mask Fit Red Cushion foundation. It blew up last year. Gracious me, I think it was all over my feed for the longest time, and eventually it came through to South Africa towards the end of last year. So it's available at ARC, and I went and got myself a foundation to see how well it worked, and yeah, that was that. And then last year ran away with me and I never got to film anything, and I haven't used it since, actually, until yesterday. So without any further chit chat, let's get into this video. Right, let's get into the foundation we're going to have a chat to about today. So it is the Tir Tir Mask Fit Red Cushion foundation. I bought mine last year. I think it might have been in about September last year. I used it a couple of times, but then I haven't reached for it again. And the last part of last year was quite busy for me. We were building a house for my daughters, so the last 3 months kind of like passed in a bit of a blur last year. And while I was cleaning out, I found the foundation and I thought I'd give it a go and try it again. So the foundation retails for, I just want to have a quick squiz on my phone. It retails for 580 Rand, and it is available to us here in South Africa from ARC, but I've seen it online as well at Superbalist and Take a Lot. So yeah, that's what it is. It's 579 Rand, and then it's got quite a long list of what it can do. So it says that it is a hydrating cushion foundation designed to deliver full coverage with a natural semi-matte finish. This lightweight formula blends seamlessly, concealing imperfections and evening skin tone while keeping your skin nourished and comfortable all day. Key features and benefits: full coverage perfection, smooth and even skin tone, blurs pores, conceals blemishes effortlessly, hydrating formula packed with hyaluronic acid and botanical extracts to keep skin moisturized and healthy. 40 diverse shades, a wide range of shades to suit all skin tones, ensuring the perfect match for every complexion. Lightweight comfort, breathable, non-cakey texture, suitable for sensitive and acne-prone skin. Long wear performance provides up to 72 hours of flawless, fade-resistant coverage. That's quite something, actually, to say that. All wow. So I actually wore it yesterday. And my base skin was my, I had washed my face and I had used my hyaluronic acid serum as well as my vitamin C serum. I had my moisturizer on and my sunscreen. And I will be very honest, I wasn't very impressed with what my skin looked like yesterday. I'm just going to quickly show you a shot of what my skin looked like after about, I think it was 8 hours of wear, and you can see that it didn't do very well over my nose area, my nasal labial folds. You can see that the product caked quite considerably there, and around my chin area as well. Product looks very, very cakey. So what I thought I would do today is actually try, forgive the bird noises outside, there is a lot going on out there today. So what I thought I would try is pare down my skincare routine. So instead of putting my vitamin C serum on, I have only washed my face, toned, I've used my hyaluronic acid because that is just, I can't not use that, my moisturizer and my sunscreen. What I also have done is I have put on a primer. I really enjoy the Easy Blur primer by Huda Beauty. So that is what is on my face as a base. It has been sitting on my face for quite a while. So I've also watched a couple of videos to see the correct application of the product to make sure that I'm trying to get the very best out of the 580 Rand that I spent. So there is a creator on YouTube and Instagram. His name is Robert Welsh. He is a makeup artist and content creator, but I find he has a wealth of knowledge. Anyway, so I did watch his video and he said this is how you hold the little sponge. So middle finger in and then 2 fingers on the side. He also said that less is definitely more with this foundation, and he seemed to love this foundation quite a lot. Me, the jury is out. This is going to be my final test of this makeup to see if it is actually good for our mature skins. So far, I haven't been a fan. I also find, I sound so jolly negative, but I'm just going to get it all out there. I also find that this foundation is a bit of hard work to use. There is a lot of patting. There's a lot to get it actually to look seamless. But anyway, let's stop with the yakking and let's get on with the application. So here's our little sponge. You can see I've used it. This is what our product looks like. I have got the shade 21 in Ivory. Okay, so the idea is you pop it into the cushion and you get the product out, and then you are supposed to tap off the excess. Doesn't look like there's a lot on there. Okay, now I'm going to tap onto my skin and let's go. I'm gonna build as we go, but let's just see. Okay, that doesn't look like there was a lot of product to put up there, so I'm going to take a little bit more. A little bit more. Okay, looks like now there's some stuff on my sponge. Just to tap off a little bit of the excess. Oh, there we go. That looks a bit better, I would say. Okay. Oh, there we go. Even with the pore blurring primer on my skin, my pores are quite pronounced on my nose. It's definitely not doing anything to cover the pores on my nose. In fact, it just like skips over them, which I find jolly frustrating. Yeah. Oh my gracious. Okay. All right, let me just get back to the application. There we go. That is half of my face done, and I will say that it looks beautiful. It is a lot of patting. It is a lot of work, so at least, you know, my hand is getting a bit of exercise. So that looks pretty, very pretty. I would say my first application or first coat is definitely not a full coverage one. I think I'm going to have to build it up to see if I can actually cover the discoloration in my cheek area. You can still see my pink rosy cheeks and a bit of my sun damage, but on this side of my face I can definitely say that it does look very pretty. Alright, let's go and do the other side. Okay, there we go. First application is on and skin looks absolutely beautiful, I will say that. If I have a look at my timing on how long I've been shooting for so far, I've been shooting for 12 minutes. So I think maybe 10 minutes of that has been the application of this first layer. I am going to see if I can just get a little bit of better coverage just on my cheek area. I'm quite reticent, little hair there, I'm quite reticent to put any more product on my jowly, cheeky area over here, you can actually see that it does look like it's just emphasized the texture a little bit. I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera, but in the mirror I can see it. So I think I'm just going to quickly see if I can get a little bit more fuller coverage just on my cheek area. I think this side is a little bit, it's a lighter application to this side. All right, let's quickly do that again. Okay, there we go. That is my application done now. I will say that it is fuller coverage that I am used to, but I will say that my skin looks beautiful. With the primer underneath, there is definitely a smoother appearance to my skin. And yeah, look, I can still see some of the discoloration on my cheeks. So I don't quite know how many layers a person needs to go to get a complete, full coverage on a face. I suppose if you wanted to, you could try and build it up, but for me, I think I'm actually going to stop there, because anything thicker than what is on my face at the moment, I don't enjoy. So right, that is that. So what I'm going to do now, actually, you know what, all the complaining in the beginning, I will say that on first application my skin looks lovely, looks healthy, looks beautiful. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and finish my complexion. I'm going to go and pop my contour, my bronzer, my blush, my concealer on, and then we can have a look and see what this foundation looks like in natural light. Okay, here I am in natural light, a little bit different view than my usual natural light. I'm out shopping with my daughter this morning. I had to leave quite early so that I could come and fetch her. We're off to the Oriental Plaza and we are off to do a little bit of fragrance shopping. There is a little shop in the center that sells the most exquisite Arabian fragrances, and I must say I'm quite a fan. I've recently just gone down that rabbit hole, and gosh, I have really enjoyed what I have found. So if you quite like the idea of a little bit of a fragrance haul, let me know and I can maybe do a little video on the fragrances that I found that I really enjoy. Anyway, let's get back to the Tir Tir foundation. So I have had the foundation on since about 8:30 this morning. It is now almost 10 in the morning, and yeah, from far it looks absolutely beautiful, but I will say that there is a bit of a product breakdown on a couple of my lines. What I did do this morning after I popped all my makeup on is I set the right side of my face with some infallible setting spray just to see how the product would wear both sides. So yeah, there we go. Here's our first check-in of the day. We are 2 hours in. I'm going to give it a couple of more hours and then I'll check in with you a little later. Right, time for our end of day check-in. It is now 25 past or 26 minutes past 6. I've had this foundation on for about 9.5 hours, and let's have a look and see how this foundation has performed today. I'm going to zoom you in and you can have a look and see what's happening. There we are, zoomed right in. Okay, you can see everything which is happening here on my skin. So for me today, I'm going to say that I did not enjoy my makeup day today. I did not enjoy wearing this foundation. I don't enjoy how this foundation acts on a mature skin. So I don't like the caking that has happened on my lower jawish area here, or my jaw area. I don't enjoy that. I don't enjoy how the product has collected underneath my chin. Oh, I think that looks disgusting. I also don't like how it looks around my mouth area. I don't like how it has emphasized the lines on my mouth. I don't like how it has collected a little bit in my folds and how it's actually a little bit worn over where the pores are. And I don't enjoy what it looks like over my 11s. All in all, I think that the foundation seems to emphasize all of my skin concerns. So my final thoughts on the Tir Tir Mask Fit Red Cushion Foundation. It does feel like I'm wearing a mask. I don't think that this foundation became one with my skin, if I can say. The fact that my daughter said to me, oh, I really don't like your foundation today, in itself for me says a lot, because I think if a person comes up to you and says, oh gosh, you know, your foundation looks very nice, or oh, your foundation looks not so good. I don't think that that's, you know, what people should be commenting on, or at least noticing about me. They should be rather saying, oh, your skin looks amazing, not your foundation. The job of a foundation, I think, should be, it makes your skin look like your skin but better. I've tried foundations in the past that have been absolutely fantastic, like the Dior stick, the little Essence stick. Those foundations look like my skin but better. The Herborian CC cream, the It Cosmetics cream, CC cream, those foundations, you put them on your skin and your skin looks like, oh my word. The compliments I get are, your skin looks so good. So for me, I'm going to say that this is a miss for me. I would not recommend this. I think this is perhaps made for a person who has very smooth skin, perhaps for a younger person whose skin is plump and doesn't move perhaps as much as what, you know, a more mature person's does, a person who doesn't have lines and texture on their face, then I think this foundation would work, you know, then. But for me personally, as a very average, mature, middle-aged woman with no work done on my face, I don't think that this actually does me any favors. It is not a foundation I will reach for. Now I realize why I never actually reached for it. I think I might have used it 2 or 3 times and thought, heck no. Anyways, and I went out today, or at least I had a lovely day shopping for my perfume, but that was, you know, the highlight of my day, not what my face looked like at all. Anyways, so for me, it's a no-go, no thanks. This is going to be, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It's going to be tossed. I don't think I can even wear it in winter. I don't think this is one for us anyway. Right, it's done. Anyway, that is it from me for this evening. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, won't you consider subscribing? It would just be so awesome to have you as part of our community, and I will catch you in the next one. Chat soon. Bye.